The Rock is known for selling out arenas worldwide, but tonight he sold out. He sold his soul to the Bloodline and Roman Reigns. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling, and it looks like we have the chain of command in the Bloodline. The Rock acknowledged Roman Reigns, but more importantly, he acknowledged him as his tribal chief. So SmackDown tonight was a little bit weird. We kicked off with a 40-minute Bloodline promo. I don't ever remember a promo being this long in wrestling history. Not on a televised show, not on a 2-hour show. They legitimately did not finish this promo till 41 minutes past the hour. I get it, there's commercial breaks, but still, this must be the longest promo I have ever seen. So Reigns comes out first, does absolutely nothing, asks the crowd, asks the audience to acknowledge him. They boo. He takes a hissy fit. He wants to leave. He doesn't say anything else. He's just sitting there looking miserable, like a child that didn't get a toy from their parents on their fucking birthday. I don't know what his problem was. He wanted to go. Paul Heyman says you can't go because The Rock's coming. Then The Rock came out wearing another big fancy suit, and he ran down the crowd in Arizona, called them all crackheads, told the women that they couldn't handle the 22 inches of The Rock. It was a pretty good promo for The Rock, but it lasted way too long. I mean, this promo was longer than The Rock's arms, fucking longer than The Rock's eyebrow, and he just kept putting them down, calling them meth heads, crack addicts, all this shit. WWE Smackdown had to censor it a couple of times. We've seen the screen go black. They also muted a few chants as well for the crowd. Very pathetic in this PG era where you can't have people flipping off the camera and the crowd can't say certain things. The Rock then issued a challenge to Cody. He wants a tag team match. He says you're not going one-on-one with the Great One, but you can go 2-on-2 with the Bloodline. It's going to be The Rock and Reigns versus Cody and Rollins. If Cody and Rollins wins, then Cody gets Roman Reigns one-on-one with no Bloodline. But if The Rock and Reigns win, then they get a Bloodline rules match. And The Rock basically says he has to accept this or else he'll make his life a living hell. And The Rock says that he is his boss and he's the man that controls things. Nobody tells him what to do. If you smell what The Rock is. And then Roman Reigns stopped them from finishing the cooking thing. Roman Reigns looked at The Rock, took about 10 minutes, and then he says, I need you to do something for me. I need you to acknowledge me. Then The Rock looked at Reigns for about 10 minutes. He acknowledged Roman Reigns. Then they did the finger point into the air. The Rock did like a thumb out, and then he changed it to a thumb in. I mean, look, this was so fucking dragged out. It could have been a great promo, but this didn't need to last 41 minutes. They could have wrapped this up in like 10 minutes easily. But everything they do in WWE is so dragged out, especially with Roman Reigns. The guy takes like 5 minutes to say one word. He's got his jaw. His jaw's moving from left to right. It's just fucking say it. They're trying to build up this anticipation. Just get it over with. I like The Rock, but this promo should not have been 41 minutes long. It didn't need to be 41 minutes long. Everything is so slow and just drawn out and boring. I mean, the pacing here is, if this was a television show, if this was like, I don't know, Game of Thrones and it was pacing like this, everyone would stop watching it. They'd say this show fucking sucks, it's too slow, the pacing's horrible. But they do it in wrestling and people are okay. I mean, this promo lasted 41 minutes, man. Jesus Christ. I thought The Rock stuff was good, but it could have been condensed. It didn't have to be dragged out the way it was. And also, no Cody Rhodes tonight, no Seth Rollins tonight, both scheduled to appear. None of them appeared. Very strange there, but I mean, whatever. It was a decent promo, but it was honestly about 30 minutes too long. So, yeah, we got that. Tiffany Stratton and Naomi with no entrances had a match. Stratton won. The right person definitely won. Then we got Dakota Kai and Bayley taking on Damage Control. Dakota Kai turned on Bayley. Surprise, said nobody. I knew this was going to happen. Just for the pure fact, Damage Control, they need an English speaker because Bayley, for the next 5 weeks, can't be just staring at Io Sky. We can't be using subtitles. We can't be using Japanese. We need some form of promos here. Therefore, Dakota Kai had to turn on Bayley. It had to be done. So obvious. And I think when something's this obvious, you're better off not doing it. Do a swerve. Do something else. I wouldn't have done this, but Dakota Kai turns on her. That was that. After the match, we had Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker defeated Sion Quinn in like 3 seconds. So we've got Naomi and Tiffany Stratton getting no entrances. Braun Breaker won his match in 3 or 4 seconds, and I think this is just proof that the opening segment went way too long. Maybe they changed it at the last minute. They didn't want Rhodes, they didn't want Rollins in it, and maybe that's why it lasted so long. Maybe The Rock improvised or whatnot, but this ruined the entire show because everything else was getting rushed. Then we got Jade Cargill confronting Damage Control backstage, and yeah, I forget his name. What's the GM called? The GM is called Nick Aldis, so he wants to sign her to SmackDown. I mean, who really cares at this point? Also, with Braun Breaker, he defeated Sion Quinn. What is the point of putting Braun Breaker on SmackDown? Why call him up to SmackDown when you're also going to bring jobbers up from NXT just to have him bury? Why can't he bury people on SmackDown? This makes no fucking sense. If they're going to have him face these NXT guys, they may as well just kept them on NXT. This is dumb. This makes zero sense whatsoever. We got Carlito versus Santos Escobar. I mean, whatever, street fight. There's no such thing as a street fight in WWE anymore. All these matches are just watered down. It's a very basic match with just weapons, but everything is so safe. WWE just shouldn't do hardcore matches, in my opinion. It looks really poor. Legado del Fantasma come out, and then Carlito has help. Rey Mysterio makes a save. Rey Mysterio looked old tonight, but he made the save, came out, hit his big moves, and then Carlito ends up winning after spitting apple and hitting a backstabber on Santos Escobar. So that was good. We had a promo backstage earlier in the night where Theory and Waller were looking at Randy Orton getting knocked out. Randy Orton didn't like it, so he challenged Theory to a main event match tonight, or whoever wanted the match, either Theory or Waller. Waller then just nominated Theory for an ass whipping, and that's exactly what he got. Randy Orton defeats Theory. Kevin Owens was doing commentary. Kevin Owens came in. He helped Orton take down Waller and Theory after the match, and that was it. We end SmackDown with Randy Orton and Kevin Owens celebrating. Also throughout the night we had LA Knight running around backstage with a chair looking for AJ Styles, who wasn't here tonight. So AJ Styles wasn't here, but LA Knight was looking for him. Next week it got announced we're getting Bobby Lashley versus Karrion Kross. I mean, and that's pretty much it, guys. I mean, like I said, the majority of this SmackDown was that opening promo. 41 minutes. Everything else was rushed. Everything else was just like pushed here to try and get through. Like I said, we had really short matches. We had entrances that didn't even exist, and yeah, I mean, I think they really fucked up with the opening promo. Should not have lasted 41 minutes, and then they just basically had to squash the rest of the show into a minute 20. So, I mean, look, I liked the opening promo, but way too long, guys, and yeah, it wasn't that bad of a show. Orton gets the win. I mean, I like Tiffany Stratton. The right person won there. Bayley, I do feel sorry for, even though I think that she kind of brought this on herself, because when she was in Damage Control at the start, she was using Dakota Kai. She was using Io Sky. She was manipulating them, and now the tables have turned. So, yeah, and you know what? We also got to see Rey Mysterio return as well, which was pretty damn cool, and I like Rey. So, yeah, you know what? I'm going to give this SmackDown a 4 out of 10. Not bad. It was probably below average, but it wasn't horrible by any means. So probably a poor SmackDown, but not abysmal. It was watchable. You know, I've definitely seen worse. So there you go, guys. 4 out of 10. I'll catch you in the next one. Let us know your thoughts though down below. And yeah, I cannot believe how long that Bloodline promo was. Rock is scheduled for next week, so hopefully they're going to have something to do with him and Rollins and Cody Rhodes. They were supposed to do something tonight, but for some reason Rhodes and Rollins just didn't appear, and maybe that explains the 41-minute promo. I don't know how else to explain it. It made no sense to me, but that's it, guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Been Fog Wrestling. This is your SmackDown review. Until next time, peace.